I was born and raised in Lexington, North Carolina, and now I live at High Point, where I'm studying neuroscience at High Point University. When I was 15, I got into CrossFit, and as like a kid and like growing up through like middle school and high school, I've always been in like sports and stuff. But that was the first time I like started lifting weights and like getting into different bar snatches, like all that stuff regards to CrossFit. And then about a year and a half passed of doing that. When COVID hit, I had to take like a year off because all the gyms were closing. And when they were opening back up, I still just stayed into sports, but not too much into working out on my own. I kind of got out of it. It was more of just like watching what I eat. And then it was about 2 years ago, I started working out on my own again. And at first, like, my goal was just to be healthy and get toned. And then about 6 months to a year passed, and I was like, just looking into bodybuilding, because I was like, I kind of want to do something out of this. And I really liked how, like, the results, like seeing other people's results and all the process it took to get there and just the discipline it took to get there. So I was like, well, let me find a coach. Let me find like a competition I want to compete in. So this past July, I got a coach, and she's been just with me, like by my side throughout the whole thing, and telling me what to eat, all my supplements, how to work out, all that. And now we've done like a couple weeks of prep, about 17 weeks of a hard diet, and now we're gonna go back to like a maintenance for about 7 weeks, and then after those 7 weeks, about 20 more weeks, I'll have another prep, and I'll be competing in April. What pushes me to compete is just the results I'm seeing after like every week, eating clean and doing all the cardio and working out. And that just pushes me like keep going, and just to do that, to have that much discipline, putting so much effort into it, also makes me like keep pushing myself. And just seeing like watching videos of girls going through prep, watching like fitness influencers do the same thing keeps like me motivated. And of course, having a coach helps a ton to keep me pushing myself. My diet consists of white fish, chicken. At nighttime, I can eat sirloin, ground beef, green beans, basically any kind of greens, oatmeal, cream of rice, eggs, egg whites. It just depends on what time during the prep determines what I get to eat. Like usually towards the end, like I can't eat actual whole eggs. I'll just eat egg whites. So it just depends on what time like I am during the prep. My go-to pre-workout drink would be an energy drink from the Ghost Energy or the Rain. And for like protein shakes, I'll do the gold standard, the whey protein, and I'll just put it in the blender and some almond milk and stevia to add some sweetener and just mix it up, and I can drink it. I can drink it after I work out or like as a snack after breakfast or something. I work out 4 days a week of just lifting weights, and then I do cardio 6 days a week, and I'll hit abs twice. But a lot of that also depends on how far I am into prep. My cardio will increase the farther you get into prep. The closer competition comes around, of course your cardio will increase. Towards the beginning, it'll be like 5 days of cardio, not as many steps you have to get in every day, but like towards like competition time, you get like 12,000 steps in at least. You gotta get all that, like 80 minutes of cardio 6 times a week is a ton of cardio. That's just because you're trying to get as lean as possible. My target weight goal would be around 140 to like 135 pounds. And right now I'm sitting around 165, 160. So about 25, 30 pounds would be great. It'd be awesome if I could cut about 30 pounds and get super lean, super dried out, and just put my best figure on stage. My favorite pose would be the front and the back wellness pose. Those are both like very different, but they show like a ton of muscle, a ton of definition. The front pose makes your lower body look huge, small waist, and the back pose also makes like your lower body, the quad sweeps peek out. Overall, like all the poses are great, but those are probably my two favorite. I can bench around maybe like 130 right now. I haven't tried a PR in forever, but with me being on prep, I expect to lose like some of my strength, but I can still say that my max PR was 145. I'm definitely happy with my progress through this whole like journey of taking certain things out of my diet, doing more cardio. It's really just like proved to myself like I can actually do it and I can actually compete. And just seeing like how much body fat I've dropped in the past 3 months, and then how much I'm gonna drop in the future, it's just gonna be really like encouraging. And even though like it is like a super hard like diet, like I think it's just so worth it, because in the end, like 1% of people end up like competing on stage. To be like that 1% is like awesome.